Hi, I'm Lulu and welcome to Lulu's Way. I'm really glad you're here. I'm home now from my wonderful getaway that I enjoyed out in the Berkshire Mountains. It was great. So I want to tell you about my upcoming travel plans. I'm looking so forward to this trip. It's going to be a good one. First of all, let me tell you about the cat in relation to this long trip that I have planned. She's continued doing very well. I mean, you know, it just doesn't look like the end is anywhere in sight. I'm realistic though, and I know that the steroids are not going to last forever, but for right now, they're keeping her very well. I mean, she's gained weight. I mean, she was so frail. The poor thing was just like, she looked like she was on death's door. And these steroids have given her just a new life. So what I'm going to do is I'm going on this long trip. It's going to be for, a few months. My son and I talked about it. If anything takes a turn with her, wherever I am in the country, I will find the nearest airport. I will park my van in the long-term parking lot, and I will hop on a plane and I will come home. And if it's the end, I want to be here. Will she miss me when I'm gone? I have to say that, my son is her absolute favorite. She is just with him all the time. She occasionally comes up here to me when she's looking for a treat. I grab her and love her up and stuff, but she's always looking to get away, You start giving her attention and love, and she just looks at you like, did I ask you to touch me? Cats. Anyway, I'm very comfortable with leaving and checking in, having FaceTimes with my son and FaceTimes with the cat. I have FaceTimes with the cat too. And I'm going to just continue on with my life. And if, like I said, if she takes a turn for the worst, I'm on the nearest plane and I'll be back here to be here for that. So where am I going? I have a trip planned. I'm going to go down to Arizona and meet my friend Luanne. We're going to be traveling again together, just the two of us. And what we're going to do is we're going to explore Utah. So we're going to head up to Utah together, spend maybe a month just traveling through Utah. So I have some travel plans along the way from here to Arizona. I have a couple of things planned along the way. I'm a little short on time, so I can't do a lot of things on my way, but I have slotted in a couple of things along the route. So it's going to take me a while to get there because it's a 42-hour drive from my house to Luanne's house. And, I don't drive more than 4 hours a day. So that's 10 days. That's 10 days if I was going straight there. But I have a couple of stops along the way. One of the stops is a meetup that I'm going to. It's not my meetup, but I'm attending a meetup another YouTuber is having. It's in Missouri. That meetup is going to be mid-September, and it's for 3 days. I understand that there's still some spots available. So if you're in the Missouri area, mid-September, and you would like to attend this meetup too, I would love for you to come. If you are interested in the details, I want you to email me at LULU'SWay, WEIGH, @gmail.com. And I'll give you the contact information to find out how you can register for this meetup, where it is, and the exact dates, okay? So there's an option right there. It's not my meetup, but it's a meetup. If you're Midwest, I'd love you to come meet me. So Luanne and I will be doing some Arizona, but mostly Utah. So we'll start off through Arizona. We have a couple of plans in Arizona, and then we'll get to Utah, spend about a month in Utah. Then we'll come back down to Arizona, and I have something planned for Arizona, and that is a meetup on BLM land. So I need you to stay tuned for that. I'll be announcing that soon in a separate video once I put all the details together that I want to announce. And that meetup will be early November. So I'm really looking forward to this long trip. So I figure I'm going to leave here early September. I will get to Luanne's late September. and then we'll spend October in Utah. Then we'll come down into Arizona in November. So now, after the meetup, now it's mid-November. What I decided I'm going to do is I'm going to decide right then what I'm going to do. I will either start heading home. If I'm itching to come home, I'll just say, oh, I'm going to head home now, and I'll head home for the rest of November and December for the holidays, and then head to Florida for the winter. But I may decide I don't want to head home for those months because I'm going to be coming home. It's going to be cold. I don't know if I'm going to want to come home to the cold. So what I decided to do was I might stay south, and I might just mosey on over to Texas and go back to those beaches, maybe have a meetup on those beaches again. I might do that. And then if it's Thanksgiving and I want to come home for Thanksgiving, I'll find the nearest airport and I'll put my van in long-term parking and I'll fly home for Thanksgiving, and then I'll fly back to my van. I could do the same thing for Christmas. If I want to just stay south and, make my way over to Florida for the winter, and I don't want to make that road trip back home and then come back south again, I just thought, why not just fly home and be here when I need to be here? I can fly home if I need to be here for the cat. I can fly home for Thanksgiving. I can fly home for Christmas. I can fly home anytime I want. But I don't have to drive home, So that was a plan that I think is a good plan. I'm not deciding now because I'm going to decide on exactly how I feel when I'm done with my meetup in Arizona, early November. I will decide then exactly what I want to do. And I have options. I don't really have to plan much. In fact, our trip through Arizona and Utah, there's really nothing planned. We're going to plan very little. We're really excited about it. So the next thing I have to look forward to is my New Hampshire meetup. I am just extremely excited about it. I've been working on all the logistics of that. I've been working on the itinerary and all the planning of all the different things that I have planned. There's all things that I need to do and organize, and I love every minute of it, and I look forward to that coming up. Then when I get home from that, I'll have a couple of weeks before I head out. And what I'm going to get for my van before I head out on this trip, I made the decision, is I'm getting Starlink. I'm going to get a Starlink Mini installed on my roof. I've got it arranged with Bill from Pilgrim Van Builds. He's going to install it for me. I know I'll be in a lot of remote areas, and I just want to have internet. 90% of the time, having data on my iPad keeps me connected. Wherever there's cell service, I can get online and I can do things. But if I'm really remote and I do have a very weak connection, everything takes a long time. And, I'm trying to get videos out and doing things. So I thought, I just decided to splurge and get it. So I'm going to tell you all about it. I'll talk about the product and what my expectations are of it, and then having it installed and the cost for everything, and then the performance. I'll keep you updated on all of it. And I just have a feeling it's going to be worth it, all considering, for me and my lifestyle and the things that I do that I kind of depend on being connected, So lots of exciting things in the air for Lulu, and I'm looking forward to it all, and I'm looking forward to taking you along on the journey. Naturally, I'll take videos all along my route with all the people I meet and all the places I go and all my experiences. I love to share it all. It's all really fun to experience, and it's fun to share. So stay tuned, and bye for now.